Welcome to Religion Story YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Argentina, the land of tango, grilled meats, and football. But did you know, behind the dazzling lights of Buenos Aires lies a quiet yet deeply meaningful community? They are Muslims, a minority growing within a predominantly Catholic society, holding on to identity, struggle, and hope that rarely makes it to the camera. What is it like to be Muslim in a Latin American country? What challenges do they face? How do they preserve their faith, culture, and existence? In this video, we'll explore the real-life stories of Muslims in Argentina in 2025, from the largest mosque in Latin America to the journey of young converts who chose Islam amidst a multicultural society. Don't miss this, because this isn't just a story about religion. It's about courage, identity, and hope in a land far from the Middle East. Buenos Aires, September 30, 2025. Amidst the strong influence of Catholic culture in Argentina, the Muslim community continues to assert its presence, despite facing a number of complex challenges. With an estimated population of 400,000 to 500,000 people, Islam stands as one of the largest minority religions in the land of tango. The footprint of Islam in Maradona's homeland. Although not officially recorded in the national census, the presence of Islam in Argentina is quite significant. The multicultural city of Buenos Aires has become the main hub of the Muslim population. It is also home to the King Fahd Islamic Cultural Center, the largest Islamic cultural and religious center in Latin America, complete with a mosque, school, dormitory, and social activity spaces. Additionally, there are active Shia organizations such as the organization Islamic Argentina, which regularly holds religious study circles, publishes Islamic bulletins, and commemorates major Islamic events like Ashura and the Prophet's birthday. Challenges of identity and representation. Despite this growth, Argentina's Muslim community faces major challenges, particularly in preserving identity and providing religious education. Many young Muslims lack proficiency in Arabic and have limited access to madrasas or consistent Islamic education. Many of our children know very little about their religion because they grow up in a public education system that doesn't offer Islamic learning, said a local mosque official in Buenos Aires. Media representation is another pressing issue. Recently, the television program El Calamo, the only public broadcast covering Muslim issues in Argentina, was abruptly taken off the air by the national public TV channel. This decision sparked protests from several Islamic organizations, who saw it as an erasure of Muslim voices in the public sphere. Interfaith dialogue and new hopes. Nevertheless, there are positive signals from the government. In early 2024, Argentina's Ministry of Foreign Affairs held a meeting with representatives of member states of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. In its statement, the government stressed the importance of combating Islamophobia and religious discrimination, as well as embracing diversity as a national strength. "We believe that Muslims are an important part of Argentina's multicultural society," said a spokesperson for the Foreign Ministry during the press conference. The future of Islam in Argentina. With around 115 active mosques spread across the country as of September 2025, the Muslim community in Argentina continues to show resilience and a strong spirit of perseverance. Though a minority, they remain active contributors to the country's social, economic, and cultural life. Islam in Argentina is still in the process of gaining equal footing in public discourse and the social system. However, the spirit of tolerance, peaceful dua, and increasingly open diplomatic relations offer hope for the future of Islam in this country. Buenos Aires, September 30, 2025. Amidst the bustle of Argentina's capital, the call to prayer still echoes from the loudspeakers of Al-Ahmad Mosque, one of the oldest mosques in Buenos Aires. The midday prayer has just begun, and worshippers are starting to arrive. Most are descendants of Syrian and Lebanese immigrants, but increasingly, native Argentinians who have embraced Islam are joining the prayer lines. For Leila Fernandez, a 27-year-old convert wearing a soft pastel hijab, being a Muslim woman in Argentina is a long journey of self-discovery. "I found Islam while I was in university. It wasn't easy, especially because my family is devoutly Catholic. But now, they're starting to understand, she says with a smile. Layla now teaches basic Arabic and Quranic interpretation classes at the King Fahd Islamic Cultural Center, a vast complex that serves not only as a place of worship but also as an official symbol of Islam's presence in Argentina. Social dynamics and media representation. However, life for the Muslim community in this land of tango and asado is not without friction. In recent years, programs that explore Islamic narratives such as the TV show El Calamo have been taken off public broadcasting without clear explanation. Many in the Muslim community view this as a silencing of alternative perspectives and a shrinking of spaces for expression. We are not guests in this country, says Dr. Ahmed Murad, director of the Center for Islamic Studies and Interfaith Relations. We are part of Argentine society. A third generation of Muslims has been born and raised here. We deserve to be treated as equals. His statement reflects a growing sentiment among Muslims in Argentina, a yearning not just for tolerance, but for true inclusion. Government policy and diplomatic engagement. To its credit, the Argentine government has taken some progressive steps. In 2024, the foreign minister met with ambassadors from Organization of Islamic Cooperation member countries to discuss interfaith cooperation and the need to combat Islamophobia. The meeting marked a new hope in the face of rising concerns about negative stereotypes often attached to Muslims in the media. On a local level, several private Islamic schools have now received full accreditation from the Ministry of Education. These schools not only teach the national curriculum but also offer courses in religious studies, Arabic language, and Islamic history. A new generation and a new future. Elsewhere in the city, the voices of children reciting the Quran can be heard from a small room at Masjid At-Taqwa, which also functions as an after-school madrasa. We work hard to preserve Arabic and Islamic values, even though the children grow up in a very different culture, says Fatima Musa, a second-generation Syrian Argentinian madrasa teacher. That effort is beginning to bear fruit. Data from Islamic organizations indicates that the number of converts to Islam has risen by nearly 20% over the past 5 years, particularly among young people and women. Many are drawn not only by spiritual exploration but also by the sense of peace and rationality they find in Islamic teachings. Meanwhile, in the digital space, YouTube channels, podcasts, and online Muslim communities are thriving. From light-hearted dawah content to deep theological discussions, Muslim voices are filling a space that was once empty. Hope from the global south. Islam in Argentina may not be as visible as football or the culture of yerba mate, but its presence is growing stronger and more visible. Amid cultural diversity, identity challenges, and political shifts, Muslims continue to build bridges between faith and homeland, between tradition and modernity. Being Muslim in Argentina, Layla says at the end of the interview, is not just about worship. It's about being true to yourself with conviction while also being an active, loving citizen of this country. In a land far from the Middle East, Islam continues to grow not with noise, but with quiet conviction. In the streets of Buenos Aires, in small madrasa classrooms, and in the hearts of young converts, Islam lives on as a light, not a shadow. The story of Muslims in Argentina is not just about being a minority, it's about resilience in the midst of diversity. Not just about religion, but about what it means to hold on to faith while walking a different path. So after watching this, what do you think? Is it truly possible to live as a Muslim even far from the heartlands of Islam? And what if that story was happening where you are right now? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this video opened your eyes or your mind, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep, untold stories about Islam around the world. Because behind every community, there's always a story waiting to be heard. See you in the next video and keep being a light, wherever you are. Note, the names, images, and/or videos displayed in this content have been anonymized or altered to protect the privacy and identities of the parties involved.